Good or no?
Good. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another TCR podcast, episode 139.
Dang.
What is up, you guys?
Ahí vamos. Good morning.
We are here. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully, you guys are already having a good Wednesday. How are you doing, babe?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good, yeah.
Good?
It's been al millonzazo today, but
Today-
overall, I'm okay.
Today has been adventurous, and with all these things going on, it's just a tough time to wrap your head around everything that's going
Yeah.
on. Just because all the content, all the videos, all the posts is it's just crazy. And we really want to get into it.
Yeah.
We want to speak about it, and we know.
We know everyone's
Yeah.
feeling the same,
Right.
basically. At least our supporters and people that watch us. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for the most part, we're all on the same page about
Yes.
everything that's going on. Yes, like Mando said, there's a lot going on social media right now. A lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of sad, just a lot of emotions going on. And it was very I want to say overwhelming for me. I feel like everything I see is that,
Yeah.
which is a good thing because obviously there's a lot of awareness being put out there, but at the same time it is very sad and frustrating, and reading comments and stuff and seeing, I'm gonna call them straight up what they are, but seeing all the races just be okay with everything that's going
Bashing
on
and talking crap.
very publicly is just, I just can't believe it's 2025 and that shit is still okay.
Yeah.
Because I've gone into it a few times. I don't really post actual things on my page, but if you look at my repost on everything, it's insane. And I do read a lot of comments, and I do always try to understand everyone, both sides. And I go into it with some people that I know, people that I don't know. And I try to make them understand as much as I can, as much as I understand. And for the most part, I feel like the people that I have gone back and forth with a few times, either they end up agreeing with me and understanding, or they just don't continue. They have nothing else to say, which is a good thing because obviously something I said triggered them or whatever. But anyways, that's...
And where I want to start with this is I want to shout out my parents, but at the same time, I'm shouting out your parents or however we got here from the get-go, right? So just imagine you're 16, you're leaving to a new country, you don't have any papers, you don't know the language, there's no GPS, there's no blueprint to this. You're leaving your home to get to another country, to get to another life. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Yep.
You're going to get there and it's going to be a nation that doesn't want you, or you're only there to work. You have no family there. You're leaving all your family behind. And fast forward 20, 30 years, everything's normal. It's you, it's us. It's how was that possible?
Everything was okay until it wasn't.
Right? How did our parents do that? How were they so, how would I say, how were they so brave to come over here with nothing, and now us, which is their flowers, let's say, it's a normal life for us now. And it's just like for us to go to another country today, not knowing the language, we would shit ourselves.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know what to do. But for our parents to do that and be brave enough to do it and just be successful at it, because their whole point was to give us a better life. Because they knew where they were back at home, it wasn't the best place for us. And they knew that this nation was for us, and we were being a better place. So I just want to shout out them. I want to shout out my parents, your parents, or however you got here. I want to shout that out and bring light to that, because there's some brave motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Brave. My dad and my mom. My mom actually crossed the border with being pregnant 6 months. So imagine a fifth, I don't know how old she was. Let's say 18 or 20-year-old woman crossing the border now and just crossing pregnant.
Yeah.
It's just it's crazy. Imagine someone doing that now. It's like, you're crazy. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
But we fast forward till today. It's like, thank God they did it. And shout outs to them. And I just wanted to like put light there because, man, it's brave.
Yeah, that's how it started, basically.
That's how it started. So how did we get here? How did we get here where we are today? It started in LA. But if you rewind maybe 2 episodes before all this was already going here. It was already going down in Tampa, right? We were already witnessing this. But you go back a couple days from watching this episode, on Saturday in LA, they had a big ICE raid in Los Callejones, right? And made a huge mess. And people were like, you know what? We're not gonna let you do this. And LA is strong. I think 50% of LA people in LA are Mexican. So they're like, you know what? We are not going to stand back. We're not going to let you guys do this. And that's how these protests began. That's how everything started. And it's been going on for the last 3-4 days, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to shout out that too. Like, people are being brave. People are not letting they're not backing
being
down.
Intimidated.
Yeah, they're not. And then with now the president doing his thing, he's freaking just adding more fire to this.
Yeah, because I read a lot of comments and stuff, and I do research because before I start arguing with people about it, I want to know for sure. And people are saying like, oh, like, how are you supporting criminals, right? Like, being an immigrant is a criminal. But then you research and you realize it's actually not a crime. It's a civil matter. It's kind of like a civil violation. The same way you would get a speeding ticket, it's the same thing. Like, it's not a crime. It's not like you're robbing a bank or anything like that. So some people don't understand that. And the reason why people are getting very mad at the situation is because how it's being handled. There's people that are getting arrested as they're trying to do it the right way, going to the courthouse. There's people that are getting or detained, having a work permit, a work visa, and it's supposedly not supposed to be that way. When this all started, it was said that they were only going to go after criminals and those type of people, but fast forward to now, and you're seeing that they're taking every single person.
Guys at Home Depot
or taking kids,
going into schools. I saw a post this morning of someone's like, ICE came to the school. We didn't let them in, and they're in their right to not let them in.
Yeah,
same thing that could happen at these freaking workplaces. You know how they go into the workplaces and arrest everyone on there.
Yeah,
if they're not allowed, they're not allowed. You know, they can't come in.
So with all this said, I 1,000% understand why it's somewhat getting out of hand. People are fucking mad, bro. Like, they started off as a peaceful protest, but nothing is getting done. Which I've said this before. Like, it sucks that you don't really see change. At least somebody coming out and being like, okay, you know, like, we messed up. Let's start all over again, or something. There's crickets. There's nothing going on. It's just like, oh, cops now, apparently Marines are going to be sent out, and obviously people are going to get more mad. And then I see another part where people are saying like, that's what they want. They want you guys to react in a crazy manner for them to be able to do what they wanted to do all along, which is obviously
use violence, use force.
Violence, exactly. Some people are saying that he wants to start a civil war. And I don't know, there's just so much going on. Again, I don't agree with the people. I don't agree with the people that are vandalizing things. Yeah. But that's always happening in every single protest there's ever been. There's
not even in protests, even in sports. When a team wins, people just go crazy.
That's always going to be something that unfortunately happens. But it just sucks that the media portrays that as the only thing happening.
Yeah, focus on that.
They don't want you to see everything else. There's thousands of people out there, and you're worried about the few that are over there doing what they're not supposed to do. And instead of looking at the big picture, like, okay, why are people mad? Oh, because you're taking people that, one, deserve to be here, or two, are not in trouble or in the process of getting legalized. You're taking those people too. That's why people are getting mad. And some people don't understand that.
LA is known as a sanctuary city, a place where local government or police doesn't help ICE do their job. So it means that cops and city workers won't work with them. If ICE wants to deport someone, they have to do it on their own. So that's why it's also becoming a huge thing because, they're loading them up and they're pushing them to do that because these ICE people, whatever you want to call them, ICE agents, they try to act like cops. They try to intimidate, and they try to get that authority to act
when they
like
don't
a cop.
have it. Exactly.
So, but people don't know. So I know Lily Bay jotted down some notes of knowing your rights, and just in case you know someone or you're in this situation, what do you do, babe?
Number one, they say don't open the door. ICE can't come in without a judge-signed warrant. Ask to see them, make it slide it under the door. And something else that I heard is that it has to be within the 10 days.
Yeah.
If it's after 10 days, don't do it. Don't open the door. Number two, stay silent. You don't have to say where you're from or your status. Just say I'm using my right to remain silent. Number three, don't sign anything. They might want to trick you. Don't sign paperwork without talking to a lawyer. And again, all of this shit sucks. Why do people have to be worried about them trying to trick them? What is this, a movie? Like, you get what I'm saying? Number four, ask for a lawyer. If you're undocumented, you can say, I want to talk to my lawyer. And lastly, number five, record if you can. If it's in public, record everything. That's how you protect yourself and others.
Yeah, I think that's huge too, recording everything, because once they know they're getting recorded, they know that whatever they do, it's going to be on record, So you got to, with that, you make sure that they're doing their job correctly. So
ideally, but then we have the other side where nowadays it's hard to even believe like if the law is even working, because what the fuck is all this going on right now? You know what I'm saying? They're saying that him sending the Marines out here is not something that's a part of like he doesn't have the authority to do that basically.
Right.
So it's just like what's going on? Is the law like even working? Like, hello, is anyone there?
Yeah, like the governor's literally suing him for sending the Marines, for sending the U.S. Marshals. Like, it's just a mess.
It's chaos.
It's
or
just
like,
chaos.
Have you heard about Harvard suing Donald Trump too?
Yeah.
And it's like just the most elite school of top lawyers where everyone like wants to go and the smartest of the smartest go. Even that whole school is anti-Trump and everything that he's doing right now. So you would think this is a huge eye-opener for so many people out there, no matter what race you are, that damn, why is like all of these people being so anti-Trump right now, right? But no, there's still people out there that are very like blindsided by all this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, that's literally the word right now. Everything right now is unbelievable. I could just imagine what other people in other nations are thinking about us. Like,
I see comments.
Like,
There's people like
on?
watching you guys from Australia, praying for you guys. Like, what's going on? I see the comments, and it's just a crazy time to be in right now. But even though all of this is happening, if you have to take a break from social media, do it. Go out to a park, try to distract yourself, because all of this can be overstimulating, overwhelming. People can have heart attacks and strokes just by overthinking all these situations, especially if you are somebody who is scared for somebody in your family, your mom or dad, to go out. I can't even imagine.
Imagine that. Yeah, imagine that, like your parents being undocumented and you worrying every single day that I wonder if they're going to come back.
Yeah.
Because they're not like, yeah, let's go back home right quick, get my stuff, and then you could take me. Like, nope, they're gone.
Yeah,
you won't see.
And then people are like, there was a protest out in Tampa yesterday, which we didn't even know about until it was actually happening. And today I saw somebody posting about it, but he was like a Trumper. He went out there to that protest literally just to wave the Trump flag in the middle of everyone, which got again, right? But when I read the comments, it just
they're all over the place.
The way that people are so okay with coming out about being racist and him yelling like go back home, go back home. I just can't believe that that's actually something that's still happening to this day. Because again, there's some people that I've argued with that they're like, oh, but they're arguing. The people that I've argued with are the ones that are like, oh, but why? They're not mad. They're just like, why don't they do it the right way? Right? And then that's when I go in like, okay, there is a right way of doing, but not everyone, unfortunately, has the luck of getting it done the right way at a timely manner. The majority of people that try to get it done the right way, it could take up to 10 years or more for them to get it done. Who has time to be waiting out there? And let's say if they live in Mexico, somewhere where the crime rate is really high, poverty is really high, they don't have work. People don't have 10 years to wait. People want to survive the next day. I mean, anyone would do it for their family. So those type of people, I don't mind arguing with a little bit because they really don't know. But the people that just can't seem to understand are the ones that try to act like there's nothing happening, like we're just stupid. And especially the Latinos that try to act like, oh, I did it the right way, so you need to do it the right way too. Like, bro, really? Do you not know anybody that has struggled to get it done correctly? Because if I know a handful of people that have been waiting 10, 15, 20, 30 years, there's no way that that every single person you know did it the right way and they got it overnight. There's no way.
I could just imagine the people that right now have like their cita to go to immigration. Like, do they even
Especially
go?
that. Does that not get you mad?
Right.
There's people trying to do it the right way and they're getting picked up at their cita.
Yeah. Like it's
what
a
do you
trap.
think about that?
And we know
do you
someone
not
like that,
see
yeah.
that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's where I'm like, hello, it's right in your face. And some people are like, oh, but Obama sent out more people. Yeah, he did, but you didn't see it how you see it here. He was doing everything. They said that he was doing everything the right way to do it. Like, okay, you can't be here because so and so crime.
And another thing that someone commented, I was like, you know what? I don't really want to speak about this, but I'm gonna give my opinion and I'm gonna tell you guys how it is, because from day one, Guari's brand has been built with the raza, right? And we've always supported La Raza, and that's who we are, right? So we have to talk about it. But someone was like, what do you guys think about the celebrities or the people or the influencers that are not speaking about it? I can't speak for them because they have their reasons. And if they don't feel right speaking about it, that's up to them, you know? They might have, you know, brands or people they work for and se queman, right? For whatever reason. But we
Is
know...
it right? No.
No.
But
Yeah.
who are we? I don't know what they're going through.
We know that we were, and our brand también was built from La Raza. So we know that when it's time, we're going to support. And that's what we have done from day one.
Yeah.
And we will continue to be doing the same thing, but that's who we are.
Yeah.
So we can't speak for The Rock, The Rock having a tequila brand or other influencers, you know, going to Mexico. It's like, we can't speak for them. We're going to speak for us.
Yeah, this is totally off topic, but on social media, unfortunately, like, it's so dumb. There's so many people clout chasing why aren't so-and-so influencer not posting?
And it blows up.
They're just doing that because they're trying to be an influencer too, using that clout and that situation that's going on right now for them to grow. But unfortunately, like, I don't understand why they only target influencers. There's literally celebrities out there that have way bigger voice than an influencer out there that also have social media. There's all these Mexican-owned businesses, huge corporations that are, like, let's say Jarritos or let's say New Mix or all these Mexican-owned huge brands, La Selección Mexicana. Like, has any of them big people... Has any of them said anything?
Some have, some haven't.
Or
you know?
Why are you guys just targeting the influencers for not saying nothing? Why not target the big honchos? Is that what we call them?
The big companies, the bigger corporations.
Why don't you not saying don't do influencers? Why don't you do them too? Is what I'm trying to say.
But because of social, because of negativity, that's what blows up more.
Yeah.
You know, you target the smaller people. It's fun, I guess,
Correct.
for them. But I want to close it out with one thing: is that if you can, right now is the time to support the small Latino-owned businesses. The small stores in your neighborhood, the small boutiques, the small online stores. I mean, lately we've been consuming so much Mexican like owned companies. You're talking about energy drinks. You're talking about like Salud. You're talking about Prime
And we
Bell.
post all of this
You're talking
for
about
you
like
guys.
T-shirts, hats. Just like we do as much as we can también, and we do our part también. So if you can do that little change where you go to the Mexican grocery store, because those be maybe 20, 30 cents or $1 more expensive, but at the end of the day, you're pouring that money into their pockets.
Or if you this is something else, but kind of on topic. If you know someone that is currently, let's say, in hiding or doesn't want to come out, or maybe you can
Can't
hit
go
them
to
up.
work.
If your mom doesn't have papeles, hit her up and be like, "Hey, mom, don't go grocery shopping. Like, I'll do that for you." Right?
Support.
Just little things like that. Your neighbor, something. We said it last time, but I'm gonna remind you guys again. That's a little good deed that you guys could do in order to at least help avoid for that day those people getting caught or in trouble.
Yeah, in trouble.
Taken.
Yep. But we're gonna leave it at that. We'll be right back, you guys. All right, guys, we are back, and we're gonna start with something we haven't done in a little while. You ready, babe?
A ver.
We're gonna do a little poll for you, but a poll for you guys back at home too. So I want you guys to participate. Just think about it, right? What race do you think there's more in LA? White or Mexican?
Probably Mexican.
Mexican. Latinos make up more than nearly 50% of LA's population.
Dang.
What percent of Mexicans in the U.S. do you think are undocumented? 10%, 25%, or 50%?
Probably 25.
Yep. Roughly 25% of Mexican Americans in the U.S. are undocumented. Which state has the most Mexicans? A ver, Texas, Cali, or Illinois?
Texas.
California.
Dang.
Over 15 million Hispanics, most of them being Mexicans. What's the number one industry employing undocumented Mexicans in the U.S.? Landscaping, construction, or retail?
Construction.
Yep. Mexicans dominate the construction labor, especially in Texas, Cali, and the Southwest. Last one. Where do you think Americans vacation the most outside of the U.S.?
Mexico.
Mexico for sure. They go to Cancun all the time, baby. But yeah, talking about Cancun, babe, ¿por qué no nos vamos a México uno estos días?
We gotta go.
I know.
We gotta go. Wait, but before you move on, I kind of wrote something on my Instagram, and I'm getting a lot of good feedback about it, so I want to say it on here. I'm not going to wait till the end, because just in case we talk about something else, I don't want to bring it back. And this goes out to anyone that was feeling kind of like me at one point, seeing everything going on, and especially reading the comments coming from, unfortunately, a lot of racist Americanos or people that they just privileged, right?
Okay.
This is just a gentle reminder that not everyone out there who is not us is bad. Unfortunately, there are people out there trying to divide us all, spreading more hatred than good. But remember that there is still many good hearts standing up and speaking out for what's right. Don't let the bad comments of a few overshadow the kindness and hope around us. Because personally, me, I am surrounded, especially being in Tampa, by muchos Americanos, and they have all been with us throughout this whole thing. They all support. They've even given me, this is totally random, but ideas on shirts to clap back, for the raza and for you guys to wear. So I just wanted to bring some light to that because, and I'm sure you guys see it too. You guys see a lot of Americanos and other nationalities out there at the protest too, speaking up. But again, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of the comments, a lot of the negative people get more like light shined on them because it makes people mad. But just don't forget that not everyone out there who is not brown is a bad person. So
yeah, at the end of the day, también we're not fighting. We
shouldn't be fighting each other.
We're not. And that's literally, we're not doing that.
I saw a comment, it's not about race. It's about good versus bad.
Yes. And it's about getting this shit fixed. And in immigration reform, something has to change. We can't be worrying about our parents or our loved ones not coming home and getting deported because they're going to work. There's something has to be done and something has to be fixed because they're bringing money to the nation. They're literally doing everything right.
Yeah.
But there's just one thing that has to be fixed.
Yeah, which is the immigration
Yeah.
process. You would think, you know, I don't know, just, okay, let's fix it. Have you been here for how long have you been here? Okay, how many times have you been in trouble? Okay, where have you worked? What is your work history? You would think simple questions like this would be enough to make somebody legal or not. But no, there's so much more to it that unfortunately it takes people years and years.
They'll wait their
Sometimes
whole life.
they'll die before it comes.
It's crazy. Yeah, before we go, we're going to do this for our loyal followers. We know that you guys are expecting this, and let's do it, babe. Top zodiac signs that are the most loyal and why.
Dun, dun, dun. Number one
A ver.
is, are you ready for this? Taurus, honey.
Nah.
Taurus. I'm a Taurus, by the way, in case you don't know. Why Tauruses? Tauruses don't play about loyalty. Once they commit, they're in it for real.
Let's go.
They treat love like a long-term investment, steady, patient, and dependable. They'll take your secrets to the grave and defend you like family. But betray them once, they'll forgive you in another lifetime.
Dang. Is
1,000%.
I mean,
Obviously, like,
the ending is right on point. Mm-hmm. Like, you're done, son.
I'm done. And I always tell Mando, try me once, I'm out of here, son.
I've seen it. I'm just gonna say that.
You've seen what?
Yeah, I've seen like this whole thing that you just read.
Give him a little example. Why you say that?
I mean, there was a situation where she told the person, just cut him off completely. Yeah,
And
that was it.
Friend of how many years?
His friend of years before me. Mm-hmm. And that's how they are.
I'm just like, I'm done.
Así de fácil.
No explanations, no and-ifs, but...
That one for sure, 100%. 100% on point.
Number 2, Leo. Why? Leos love hard. They will choose you. You'll remain the main character in their world. Their loyalty comes with ride or die energy, flashy, fierce, and dramatic. They protect their people like royalty protects their kingdom.
Let's go.
Bonus, they'll hype you up even when you're down bad.
Okay.
Number 3, Scorpio.
Loyal, baby. Loyal Scorpios. I better tell us.
Mando's a Scorpio, by the way. Scorpios are intense AF. But when they trust you, you've got them for life. They'll go to war for you, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. Loyalty is sacred to them. It's all or nothing. Betray them, you will become a ghost in their life. No second chances.
Got it. There you go. Top 3 most loyal zodiac signs. So if you want to get with someone, pick one of those. Pick one of those. They'll be loyal as hell. But if you want some toxic ones, go to last week's episode.
Because I heard Scorpios are toxic.
I guess they're toxic but loyal.
So dumb.
But
anyways,
thank you guys for joining today, man. I mean, it was a roller coaster and it's been a ride, and we don't know where this is gonna go. We have no idea, where we are gonna be with this whole situation on next Wednesday. But we hope you and your family stay safe during these times and just try to stay as positive as possible, right, babe? Mm-hmm. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining.
Bye.